Hello, I'm Sean Kent Hayashi with Saucon Valley Cute and Cuddly Schnauzers, and this little boy is Mocha. In this video, I'm going to show you how to teach your dog to go potty on cue, meaning when you ask. So if you say, go potty, you want your dog to do what you're asking him or her to do. Here's how I train my dogs to do this, particularly this little boy, Mocha. And stick around to the very end when I share my best tip on traveling with dogs and ensuring that they go to the specific spot that you want them to do their business in. I've been sitting at my computer for a little while, and my dear little buddy here, Mocha, has been sitting right next to me. Mocha, what do you say we go for a walk? Would you like that? Before we go out the front door on our walks, I have Mocha sit at the front door. He knows that he can't go out the door until I say, let's go. When I take Mocha out for a walk and he encounters one of, yes, Potty. Yes, Potty, Mocha. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Yes, Potty. So I have several stops along the way on our regular walk where he gets to do his business. So Mocha does walk right beside me where he's supposed to until we get to a spot where it is appropriate for him to do his business. If the sun is out and it's hot, you need to make sure your dog is not walking on macadam. I do that by making sure that I myself can put my foot on the ground and it's not too hot for my foot to stay on the ground. Yes, Potty, Mocha. Yes, okay, good boy. Yes, Potty. My goal is to get Mocha to the point where he's heard yes, Potty every time he goes potty outside on our walks, such that I'm going to literally be able to point. Oh, a motorcycle. That caught his eye, but he didn't react. So my goal is to get him to the point where I can literally point at a spot and say, go potty, and he will do his business. So we've been working on that, and I think we're probably getting pretty close. I have just been being consistent with saying, go potty, instead of trying to sort of command him into it yet, but we're building up to it. This is Editor Sean coming back into the video here, wanting to show you the importance of teaching your dog lure training. When you lure train your dog, they will follow your hand. In this case, Mocha has learned to push this little toy, and he learned all of this from lure training. We lure train all of our puppies here. And so if you're not familiar with lure training, I do have a playlist on my channel that will show you step by step how to train a puppy from 8 to 16 weeks. But lure training, in essence, gets a dog to follow your hand. And so you say places and you say sit, and they're watching your hand signals. So I'm giving the hand signal right now for sit, for example, and they know exactly what that is because they've been lure trained. But I can move my hand and I can do this, so I can point to something and I can tell them, and by pointing, they go to the place that I point to. This is lure training. So I can point to the places bed and say places, and they all know to go to it. This is a foundational step in teaching your dog to go potty on cue. Once a dog has mastered hand signals, I can then start to do a potty, yes, potty, yes, potty, and I could even come to the hydrant and do a Mocha, potty. Yes, potty, Mocha. Yes. Yes, good boy. Now, when I'm first teaching this, I'm going to have a treat so that he understands the connection between me pointing to this and saying potty and him getting the treat. So out for a walk, teaching my dog to go potty on command, walking up to something, pointing to it, potty. Yes, potty, Mocha. Yes, potty. So having that treat and then continuing our walk. Yes, Mocha. Mocha walks very nicely right beside me, and he knows right where to be when we are on our walks. When I bring him to an area where he can do his potty business, I will tell him, okay, and let him have a few minutes. So just, okay. And that's a signal to him that he's allowed to meander as he wants to. And after a few moments of meandering as he wants to, I bring him back to a, let's go. And we will walk like this for about a mile. Mocha comes to a sit when I stop. And then when we're ready to go, I start with my left leg, the one near him, and I say, let's go. Let's go. This is the street that I live on. And as you can tell, when I'm walking Mocha here on the street, no chance of him getting fleas or ticks. I happen to know that my yard around me is regularly treated. And so we never walk him in the grass in this area when I know that our landscapers have been here. I don't ever want my dogs walking through grass that has just been sprayed by the landscapers with the chemicals that they put on. But I am often asked, what do I put on my dogs when we go out for a walk if I think that there might be fleas, ticks, or mosquitoes? And this is the product that I'm recommending. I personally don't have to use a lot of this because we don't have a lot of fleas and ticks in the area where I am taking my dogs out. But I do have dogs in my breeding program where my guardians use this product and they tell me that it is working really great for them. Mocha loves playing with the puppies. One of the things I wanted to point out to you, people will often tell me that boys lift their legs and girls squat. Not always. I have some boys that have, through most of their life, squatted, and I've had some girls who lift their legs. And so for this reason, in response to this next question that came up on my YouTube channel in the comments, this is the comment on my YouTube channel that inspired this video. So someone who's getting one of my puppies wrote, right now the boy dogs will go to the bathroom without spraying. Will that change, or can you train them to not do the leg lift? I've never attempted to try to get one of my male dogs to never lift his legs, or one of my female dogs to do something other than what they were designed to do. Meaning, if a female dog decides she's going to start lifting her leg, I work with it. If a boy dog decides he's going to squat, I'm going to work with that too. And so for that reason, I thought making this video and showing you how to teach your dog to potty on cue, just like you would teach your dog to stay on the places bed. These dogs are right now on a stay command on the places bed. And I frankly don't mind if they sit or lay down as long as they stay on the places bed. And so they're doing what they've been asked to do. And just like you can train your dog to do this, you can also train your dog to potty on cue, which is what I'm showing you how to do in this video. When I'm training a dog, I will often bring them with me wherever I go in my home. So they might be on the leash, and if I'm working in the kitchen, maybe I'm chopping, maybe I'm preparing the dinner for myself or the dogs, I might put the dog on a down stay like this and just have them wait with me. If the puppy is still hasn't learned down stay yet, I might just have them on the leash and hanging out with me. But this enables me to intentionally determine when and where they go potty. And that's the whole point, is you're wanting to teach your dog to go potty on cue. So what I'm showing you is teeing up success here. When I'm potty training a dog in my home, I would keep the dog on the leash and have them move about the house with me until I know that they are 100% potty trained. They're going to stay in their playpen if I can't keep an eye on them. If I have time and ability, maybe I'm working here in my office and I'm able to keep him right next to me, I can have him on a leash so that as he and I move through the house, we are doing so in unison. And then if I start to see him sniffing, smelling, I can pick up the leash real fast and take him outside if I want him to be an outdoor potty dog. If I have potty pads in my house, I might take him right back in to my bathroom area, the puppy playpen, and point at the potty pad. And as he's doing his business, I'm going to say those magic words. Yes, potty. Now, I don't want to confuse him right now, but hopefully you're getting a message about how important lure training is so that your dog knows to follow a lure and follow your hand signals. Like so many things in life, learning is all about repetition. So let me show you again what we do over and over, starting at the front door. Here we are again, about to go out. We're in front of the front door, and we're working on impulse control also. Now, Mocha, by the way, does not have impulse control problems, but just showing you this is something that I would do with a dog of mine. I open the front door, and they have to wait until I tell them. This is important. It teaches all kinds of skills for dogs, impulse control. Let's go. As we are walking, I make sure that at no point does Mocha or any other male get to do his business on boxwoods. Boxwoods will die if they have male dogs peeing on them. So that does not happen. But I do allow Mocha to get close to my mailbox. Yes, potty. Yes, potty. Yes. Yes, potty, Mocha. Yes. Now that was just a drop, as you saw. Hardly anything at all. Yes, potty. So now we get him into the walk position right next to me. And he will stay in this position for our 1.5 to 2 mile walk. When I come up to the part of the yard where it's okay for him to do his business, I'll just stop and stand here. I say, okay, so I'm releasing him from needing to be in the heel position or the let's go position. And now I just let him move about the way that he wants to. So I'm standing still, and he gets the freedom to sniff about and explore. Yes, potty. Yes, potty, Mocha. Yes. This is where I might point at what he's done. I can point at what he's done and say, yes. Yes, Mocha. Yes, potty. Yes. I live on what feels like a country road, even though you could turn right out of my house and be in the downtown area with thriving little shops and such. But in this house right here, there are several dogs that are often in the backyard who are barking at my dogs when we go by. And fortunately, mine just do their thing. They just keep going. They don't bark at or get reactive to the dogs that are reacting to them. It's a very tranquil, peaceful walk. You can hear the birds, and it feels good having the afternoon sun on us. Afternoon sun. I'm just in this tranquil little peaceful oasis in the heart of a thriving city environment. We have put a lot of effort into training Mocha to be a therapy dog since we've gotten him. Hopefully you've seen it in our other videos because you've enjoyed watching him develop from being a dog that had no obedience training. In fact, I don't think he'd ever been off of a flat surface when I got him based on what he was like when he first arrived. But he has just been such a love. And as you can tell from this walk, he hasn't barked at anything. He's not reactive to anything. He's just super easygoing, and he's enjoying the opportunity to just be out. There are days where I can be on this road and no one else is on the road. But as if to give me fodder for this video, we've had motorcycles and cars and several people walking by that we've gotten to see. One couple stopped and said, "Wow, he's so beautiful. What is he?" I say, "He's a Schnauzer." They say, "Wow, what a beautiful color." I love this little house right here on our walk. It's just beautiful. It's right across from this gorgeous horse farm. But aren't those horses gorgeous? I feel very blessed and lucky to be able to have this literally right outside my front door. These trees are in my front yard. Look at this dogwood tree. Isn't that beautiful? It's next to a pine tree, and I regularly use a metaphor in some of my coaching work. You know, if you're a really beautiful dogwood tree and someone comes along and says to you, "Hey, that tree next to you is so big and so beautiful. You should try to grow to be like that tree." We're gonna laugh at this, right? Or if we say to this really big tree right here, "Oh my goodness, you need to rein yourself in a little bit. You need to try to flower and blossom like that tree next to you." We'd say you're crazy, right? And yet, don't we do this to ourselves and to other people a lot? We try to rein ourselves into someone else's expectations or bloom in ways that aren't really ours to bloom. My magnolia tree is not likely to ever bloom roses. But I think there's a correlation here. Let's not ask dogs that want to lift their legs to squat. Instead, let's train them to go potty right where we want them to go, in front of the pine tree and the dogwood tree. Yes, potty, Mocha. Yes, potty. Good boy. Such a good boy, Mocha. Yes. Yes, potty. This is one of those things in life that I think we're all always working on. I know I am. There's an ing on it, I like to say. I'm learning. Oh, I would not try to force your male dog to not lift his leg. Instead, what I would do is build structures. This is that structure piece of what our dogs need. Build structures that enable him to be successful with where he goes potty. So having places along your walk or in your yard where it's okay for him to go, and making those clear to him so that he can be successful. Your puppy will continue to squat for quite a while. He may be 3 or 4 or more months old before he starts to lift his leg. But please don't scold a male dog for lifting his leg. That is pure instinct to do so. Now Mocha is telling me that he sees something. I'm not quite sure what he sees, but all of a sudden he has stopped and he is letting me know something important is here. So let me see what he's looking at. What do you see, Mocha? You've gotten a little leaf on you, haven't you? Yeah, you've gotten a little leaf on you. Let's get that off. There we go. Was that why you were trying to get my attention, Mr. Mocha? Shall we keep going? Mocha and I just got back from our walk to learn that Bryson DeChambeau has won the U.S. Open. Jim, are you happy about that?
Yeah, it was a really exciting U.S. Open.
Oh, good. Marvelous. We enjoyed our exciting walk too, didn't we, Mocha? Another tip for teaching your dog to go potty on cue when you ask. I want my dog to learn to do that when I ask. Particularly, let's say if we're traveling, we're flying maybe. This product is fabulous. Pop-up pee pad. You see that it has a little fire hydrant in the middle of the pee pad? This is a scented fire hydrant. So when I'm traveling and I want to ensure that my male dog is going to go in the right spot and not spray somewhere else, I use these. These are also great with puppies. You could use those pop-up pee pads initially to train your dog to get them in the habit of going exactly where you want them to, either in your yard or somewhere else. Give some consideration to getting these pop-up pee pads with the fire hydrant. They come in a 10-pack, or they also come in a 50-pack. They're both the same size, 22 by 23. When I'm training a puppy to use one of these, I will put one of the pop-up hydrant potty pads into a shower area. And if I'm wanting to train a puppy to go potty regularly in a shower, I will also do this. You might wonder if these potty pads work only for boys, and I will tell you that they also work very well for girls. When you are traveling, you can take these into an airport bathroom stall and put them down on the floor in a corner. And if you have a dog, a little girl like this, who's trained to go on cue, they will do so. The key to that is they've got a need to go. And at the moment, she doesn't need to go. She says, I don't need to go potty, mommy. Another thing that can be very useful for male dogs is a belly band. They come in many different sizes, and they have Velcro here so that you can wrap the belly band around your boy's belly. This is the first time that Mocha has ever had a belly band on, because frankly, I don't have to have him wear a belly band, but you get the idea. If there were an in-season girl around, or if he was going into an environment and he wasn't well trained, I would put this belly band on him. He happens to be well trained, so I don't have to do that. But the idea is, if you're getting a new male, a new puppy, if you've got a female in season and you want to help to make sure that you do not get spray in places that you don't want it, there is a solution. And Mocha says, I would rather just be well trained rather than having to wear a belly band. But sometimes it's not that simple. If there were a female in season around, I probably would not expect a breeding male to be able to contain himself, and belly bands would be the solution in those cases. You will find these and all my other favorite products on my website, svcctoys.com. Right here, you see the shop, all my favorite products right here. Just scroll down. Category on this page called potty training, and you'll see some of my essential potty training basics when you have a new puppy. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. We love your comments on our channel. This is my YouTube channel. Best way to get into it is to click on, so do a search on SVCC Toy Schnauzers. Click on this logo and then look around. If you want to navigate them the best way possible, go to playlists. You'll also be able to find all sorts of things about training dogs. We love to train our puppies. So how to train a new puppy from 8 to 16 weeks. We show you step by step what to do. Please look around, enjoy our videos, and hope you'll join us on our adventure here at SVCC Toy Schnauzers. Thank you.